You may know that the Vikings beat Columbus to America, but did you know Columbus wasn't the second, but the third European to reach North America? You may have heard the 13th Amendment ended slavery, but did you know it is still legal and practiced in the United States? You may have a favorite dinosaur, but did you know none of these are dinosaurs? Learn the truth behind these and much more in my new book, Facts That Aren't True. Link in the description.
It needs a condition to exist.
No,
Can you give me an example of something that has always been?
the universe.
How do you know that the universe has always been?
There's no evidence of the universe ever having come from anywhere. There's no logical
So,
problem with it.
because there is no evidence, or you're going to automatically assume that it's always been.
What's
Does that make sense to you in your
the
head?
broader point is there's no logical necessity for invoking a creation for something
That's not what I asked you.
that there is it is not in evidence that it even is created or that it
Completely.
necessitates
That's not
creation.
what I asked you. I asked you, do you have any evidence that the universe has always been? You said we don't know. Because we don't know, it must have always
There
been.
are
That's not what I asked you.
there are what physicists call past eternal models for the universe that are mathematically consistent. So there's no logical problem with it. If you're going to invoke that there must be a thing, then you have to give a reason for that thing. There's no evidence of any kind of creation in our universe, so to invoke a creative source is just completely unnecessary.
Completely, but you're going off a model that says it must be likely of this, it must be likely of X. You don't know 100%, so you must be agnostic when it comes to the universe. The same thing that the Christians are, for example. Christians believe that there must be a God. They don't know 100%,
There
so they
could be
must be
there could
agnostic.
be a God. There is no evidence of it, and the uncaused
No, no, no,
cause
wait.
is
Hold on,
not
pause,
evidence. It's an
pause. You said
argument, but it's a horrendous argument.
you said that there could be
Yep.
a God. So you believe that there could be a God.
Yep.
Okay. So when you make the statement, there is no evidence of God, that is contradictory to what you're saying. What is the evidence of God?
What?
When you say there is no evidence of God,
I no, I heard exactly what you said. I was just
yes,
I was just that was
exactly.
my
So
incredulousness coming out at what you said. Not having
completely,
evidence
and
of something
yeah,
is not a acknowledging that you don't have evidence of something is not a contradiction of not believing in or saying that it's possible that something could exist.
completely. But my point is,
Okay.
I
So
didn't
you
have no evidence that you exist, so I'm not going to automatically say that you are not real. The fact that there is no evidence is not a point blank period of 100% that that person could not be real. That's what I'm trying to explain to you, why there is a fallacy when you say that there is no evidence of God. Because you don't know it. Because if you don't know it, doesn't automatically assume it doesn't exist.
it
You
sounds
feel
like
me?
you're saying if God exists, then in principle, evidence of the God would exist. So I'm not allowed
Yes.
to say there is no evidence. But that's just such a completely dishonest tactic.
No, it's not design. It's being
It
for
is.
you. When you say that there
It
is no
is.
evidence of, if I, okay, so if I said there's no evidence of Peterson, Peterson, there's no evidence of Peterson, but I don't know it. I don't have any evidence. I'm just going to say it's not real. But in objective reality, you are real. That's the point that I'm
You are
trying to say.
conflating you're what you're doing is you're trying
What am I
to
doing? What am I? Tell me.
I was literally in the middle of explaining it and then you interrupted me. So it's going to
Go
take a
on.
while if we keep going that route.
Yeah, go on.
So are you going to be a good boy?
Are you going to be a good boy?
Are you going to be a good I know you are, but what am I? That's what we're up to now?
I don't know, but you keep telling me the same thing. Why don't you go to the point?
Are you going to allow me to?
Depends. Do you want me to allow you to?
I just want you to be a good little boy.
But I want you to be a good little boy.
Literally, chat, what is it doing? It's doing, I know you are, but what am I? I haven't
Why don't you
heard
try
that
to
since the
finish?
tetherball
Why
court.
don't you try to finish your
You're literally
sentence? And I'll
interrupting me
give you
again.
a
I was trying to
yeah.
do what
Why
you want.
don't
I
you
was
try
trying to
to
be a good boy
finish?
for you, and you interrupted me.
Okay, keep being a good boy and just try to finish your fallacy. Go on.
Great.
We're
So
waiting.
you are conflating the idea that somebody's saying, I don't know, but there's no evidence. You're saying what they're doing is claiming that the thing doesn't exist or isn't real, and that is not the case.
Really?
Yes.
Nah, come on. You cannot be honest with that. Are you serious, Peterson? Come on. That's not the best you can do. It's because let me make it simple for you. Let me make it simple for you because it's clearly not getting through your head. So this is the thing that I'm trying to say. When you make a statement like there is no evidence of God, that
Yeah.
must mean
I
possess
don't possess any evidence. This statement doesn't mean nowhere in the universe could there ever possibly be any evidence. That's not what it means. Anybody can understand that. So
No, yeah,
I don't know if you're trolling.
excuse
I
me,
don't know
me.
if you got caught in. I don't know if you were really proud of yourself about this argument and that you
Yeah, sure.
put it on the refrigerator, and now you're devastated that I laid out that your argument is stupid,
Yeah.
and so you're trying to preserve
Completely.
the last vestiges of your ego and your manhood. So you're just gonna sit here and be like, Peterson, is that really the best you can do? But
Okay,
it's
Peterson,
over
listen
for
to
you,
me.
kid.
When you say-
So just
okay, listen,
drop
listen,
it. Just
I understand
walk
what you're
away
trying to say,
from
but
it.
It doesn't make any sense. But this is what I'm trying to say. When you make a statement, this is a statement. This is an objective statement. People don't know what the statement is behind it. People don't know why you put it there. But you said that there is no evidence of God. This is objective. We don't know if that's what you think or not. You said there is no evidence of God. That must mean you must possess all possible knowledge there could ever be. You said there is no evidence of X. So the whole point of
No,
this,
that's not what that means. And again, I don't know why
It
you're
is
being
because
dishonest like this.
not being dishonest. You
No,
put
yes,
there
you are.
there is no evidence of God. What are you trying to say?
And what
by
you're
that?
doing is you're trying to read my mind. You're not that
No,
guy,
because
little bro. You don't have
no,
that
you
gift.
just said no. Excuse me. Your fallacy is completely wrong. You said there's no evidence of God. Do you know?
Yes, and what you've been doing this whole time is saying, Peterson, this is what you mean by saying there is no evidence. I just got done telling you what this, like, I only have so much space up here, so everything has to be kind of in little blurbs, or whatever we want to call them. And I clarified what it means, and now you're sitting here telling me, oh, but if you make that claim, Peterson, this is what you must also believe. When I
Nobody
just
said that.
told you that that's not the case. So you're not a good mind reader. Just
Yeah.
give it up. What
Let
do
it
you
up.
want to talk about?
Completely. Do you have any proof that He does not exist? Let's start right there.
Well, which God do you believe in?
It doesn't matter.
It does matter because there are some gods that clearly don't exist.
Okay, let me make it easy for you. We're talking about a creator. We can talk about the Christian creator if that makes it easy for you.
Are you a Muslim or a Christian or what?
Nothing at all. Nothing at all. But
Nothing
I'm
at
trying
all?
to
Okay.
explain to you.
So a
Yeah, tell me.
generic concept of God could be real.
Okay.
It depends on what properties this God has. Is your God all loving?
We're talking about a creator. I'm not talking about. There's no description. It's
So
already created.
you will not commit to any particular belief. You'll just say creator. So
Yes.
that's a cute tactic so that you don't have to own up to anything. So tell me the properties of the creator
I
that
told
you believe
this.
in.
Wait. Hold on. 1 second, Peterson.
Okay, that was 1 second. So now I will ask you the question again.
Hold on.
What
You
are the
wait,
properties of the
Did I
creator
told
that you
that
believe
was-
in?
Did I told you that was my tactic?
That is
Did I
a
told you? Why
bad.
you assuming?
That is a bad boy. Could you tell me what the
Yeah, you don't
properties
like
of
this-
the creator you believe in are?
That's not what I said.
I don't know what you're
Why
referencing.
did you
What are
assume
the
that that was my
properties of the creator that you believe in?
Why did you assume that was my tactic when I didn't told you? That you said the same thing about me when you said that this is what you mean about the evidence of God. Why are you assuming? If you don't like when I'm assuming,
I'm
why
not
are you
assuming. I asked
Yes, you
you.
are.
I asked you questions about your beliefs, and you retreated to literally nothingness and
But
said,
I just told
"No,
you,
I don't
brother,
believe.
I
It's
told
just
you.
generic, and
But I just
yes, I
told you.
don't believe
Listen,
in a particular
but
religious
I just
God."
told
Okay,
you.
what then? Does your God have this property? Nah, it's just like a creator. Great. So you have the most
But I didn't
nebulous
say that.
possible
I didn't say
concept
that.
of a God in mind that you
You
don't
asked
have
me.
to commit to
You
making any
asked me.
defense of, because
Completely.
instead
Yeah,
of
let it out.
trying to convince anybody, including
Yeah,
yourself, it sounds like,
let it out.
that what you
Let
believe
it
in
out.
is true, you're
Mm-hmm.
just going to shift it and say,
Sure.
can you prove that the thing that I've given you
Let it out.
no description of what its properties is
Sure.
exists?
Okay.
Great.
Let it out.
I believe in the great and almighty ding dong. Can you prove that
Yeah.
it doesn't exist? Except I'm not an
Completely.
idiot, so we're not going there.
Let it out.
So
Okay. Let
give
it out.
me
Have you ever let it
any
out?
property that the God you believe in has.
Yeah, have you let it out? Everything that is in you, all this anger?
I'm literally still waiting.
Okay, so let me speak. So this is what I'm saying. There must be a creator in order for things to exist.
Yeah,
It
give
doesn't
me
have
any
to
of the
have a
properties that
specific.
your creator
It
has.
doesn't
That's what
have
I
to have
said.
specific. It doesn't have.
Quit being a bad boy. Tell
It
me
doesn't
any of
have.
the properties that the God you believe in has.
Yeah, I just told you must be a creator. Something
I
that's never
didn't
been.
ask you if there must be the thing you believe in. I asked you to tell me any of its properties.
I told you one of the properties. He must have never been.
Existence is not a predicate, okay?
It is what I just told you.
Chat, what the fuck is it doing? So, besides that your God is a creator, which isn't a
Yes.
property that it has, could you tell me one other property that the God you believe in has?
I'll make it easy because I don't understand. I think you must not be a very aware person. I can make it easy for you. So you can think of this God or this creator as an energy that has always been, has never been created.
Okay, so the creator you believe in has energy as a property of it. What specific energy does this God possess?
I just told you, it has to be, it's an energy. You can think of it as
Yeah,
energy.
so instead of telling me that the energy your God has is that the God has energy, which is just going in a circle, could you tell me what kind of energy this God has? Is it
What do
radio
you mean, what
waves? Is it BDE? Is it X rays? What kind of energy?
I mean, the definition of energy itself is just to be able to move something. Could be anything at all. It doesn't have to be a specific thing. It
Do
just
you
has
have
to
a
be the property itself.
do you have a
Needs to be
do you have a
something that has
computer?
always been
Do you have a computer in front of you?
out in front of me. No,
Okay, could you go on your phone and Google what is BDE real quick?
okay. Can you do me that favor since you have a computer? Come on, we're ready.
No, it'd be better if you did it because I
No,
want you
I
to
don't have
see
a
it.
computer.
I can't show you
Yeah,
my
but you have a
computer.
computer. You can write it in front of you. You can tell
Yeah, but I
me.
can't show you. The point was I wanted to show you.
Yeah, but you can speak of it and you can say it because you have a computer in front of you, buddy.
Nah, that would ruin the point. So
Exactly. So here's the thing.
your
So let
God
me make it
has
easy for you.
energy,
So let
which
me
is
make
a
it easy for you.
nebulous nothing statement.
So
So
okay,
could you
let
tell
me
me
make it.
more about the energy that
Let me
the
make
God
it.
you believe in
Let me
has?
make it more easy for you. Since I think you're not.
You the problem is you're actually making it too easy because all you're doing is saying my God is a creator and my God is a creator. When I asked you to, to add on to that, all you said was restated the claim. And then I asked you, okay, tell me about your God. It has energy. What kind of energy? Yeah, I just told you. It's energy. So you're actually making it too easy. You're telling me that the floor is made of floor. Okay? So, what kind of describe the energy of this creator that you believe in?
Yeah, you can think of it as energy, or you can think it of something else. But that's not even my
Holy
point.
fucking shit. So literally
Calm down. Calm
nothingness.
down.
You are
Calm down.
incapable of giving
Calm
any
down.
property that the thing you
Breathe.
believe in has.
Breathe.
Big donkey
Breathe. I can
energy.
breathe. You're getting red. Okay, I can see the blood vessels
Oh
in your.
man.
I
I'm
can see the blood
sunburnt,
vessels in
so
your
that's
face.
probably part of it.
Yeah, besides the fact and everything. So listen to what I'm trying to say. So you can think of this God, and my point being is not even to demonstrate a specific God, not the Allah
Okay,
God,
so
not
I
the.
have no reason to believe it exists then.
Right. But here's the
Okay, so
thing.
we
I have
agree.
no
You
reason to
believe
believe
in
it do
something
exist.
that nobody has any reason to believe exists. What
Yes,
do you
there
want to
is.
talk about next?
Yes, there is. Because in order for something to exist, it must have a condition. The condition is what you were
What
referring
are
to.
the conditions that made it possible for your God to exist?
That's the point. In order for everything to exist, it must have a starting line. The starting
Yeah,
line
the
is what you know
universe.
as God. No, but you don't know this.
Yeah,
You
I
don't know
do.
the observable. No, no, no. No.
Yeah, I do.
Okay, explain.
The truth revealed it to me.
No, that you did not
Yes,
reveal
it
to
did.
you.
The truth revealed it to me.
Okay, define it
Define the truth. The truth is the truth. It's actually the whole truth, and it's nothing but the truth, actually.
completely. So you're
Yeah.
wrong
And
about
the
the
truth
suffix,
the
and
truth
I'm
has
talking
this
about
thing called truth energy. And you can think of it as a type of truth energy, or you can think of it as something else.
completely. So you're
Yeah.
wrong, and I'm correct. That's fine. Could you also define how the Big Bang could be true?
It's true because in order for the universe to exist, there has to be a state that causes existence, and that would be the truth energy, Big Bang. Yeah.
Big Bang theory.
Yeah.
So you believe that the Big Bang has always been,
Oh yeah. It has to be actually.
really?
Yeah.
Then how do you exist?
How do I exist? How do I exist?
Yes.
What does
It's
that
not
mean?
how do you
I
contribute?
exist like where did I
Okay,
come from? What is it that allows me to exist? What does that question mean?
yeah, like so let me make it easy for you. How do you came to being? Like it's not a very difficult question. I think you're very capable of understanding that. People say
In what would that be?
planet
In late
Peterson.
1990, these two people had sex, and then later I popped out. It's actually my birthday today, so it's really funny that we're talking about me
Really?
coming into existence
How old are
because
you? 54?
this is the anniversary of me coming
Really?
into existence in a
How old
way.
are you? 54?
54? How do they count where you're from?
No, I know how to count, but you just look at it like you're 54 or something. It's a bit
I
old, but
don't I
it's
don't
okay.
look that way, so I'm wondering how they count where you're
Nah, you
from.
pretty much do it, but it's okay, no problem.
Count
So the
to
next
10.
question. So the next question would be,
Chat, it can't do it.
before
Count to 10.
before your parents came to be, where did they come from? Keep going.
That wasn't the question. You asked where I came from.
No, I asked before your parents came to be, how did they come to be? Before you.
In the same sort of process that begat me.
Okay. So that will go and on and on and on. Do you believe that there must be a starting line?
For organisms
No.
or for the
So
universe? So when
okay,
you
so for
asked
the
me how
organism,
do I exist, you were arguing in bad faith because you actually meant how does the universe exist? The universe exists
no, that's not what I meant.
because of Big Bang and because of truth energy.
That's
You're
not what
not
I.
I'll try to make
No,
this
no,
really
that's
simple for
not.
you.
That's not what I
The
mean.
universe exists
Definitely not. That's not
and
what I
Big
mean.
Bang truth energy is the
Completely.
necessary precondition for the universe causing to become into existence.
You can keep running away from the question, but that's not going to help you solve your problems. I'm going to ask you again very slowly for you to understand. So, how do you believe that there must be a starting line for the process that came and made you to be in existence?
You say you're making this simple, but I promise that you don't know what any of the words you
Okay,
just said
okay.
mean. What is a
Are we
starting
speaking?
line?
Are you speaking the same language? Is it hard for you to exist?
What is
Do
a
you even know?
starting line?
Okay, I'm gonna ask you again one more time.
You are being a very naughty boy. What is a starting line? In order for me to answer your question, I have to know what you meant, but I promise that you have no idea what you meant. What
Okay,
is a
completely.
starting line?
I'll repeat myself again.
No, you're not
How?
going to repeat yourself. You're going to tell me specifically what a starting line is because I already
No,
know
you're
your
gonna ask the next
question.
question. No, you don't.
That's a bad
You don't.
boy. What is a starting line?
Do you know how the starting line came to be?
Okay, so chat, it doesn't even know what its own question is. And when
I
I
know.
knew that that was the case, so I asked it, "Hey, Could you
No,
tell
you
me
don't.
what this thing embedded in your question is? And all it can
Completely.
say is the thing itself. Starting line,
Yeah,
starting line, starting line. Just like
completely.
my creator is a
Let it out.
creator and it has the
Let it out.
property of being a creator, just
Come on, let
like
it out.
energy is energy, or you could
Come on.
call it something
Just
else.
let all the emotions out.
Now
You're
we're up to
emotional.
this.
Come on. You're very emotional, but it's okay, no problem. So I'm going to repeat
I
myself
do
the question
admire
again.
that the stoicism you have in the face of being
Come on,
publicly
Christian.
humiliated is a
Come
little
on,
bit
Christian.
admirable, but it might actually be a
Come
symptom that
on.
you have some sort of
It's okay.
very
It's okay, no
troubling,
problem.
like mood
Yeah.
regulation
Come on.
disorder, like in the
Yeah.
sense that you actually don't possess
Let
the
it out.
ability
Come on.
to
Let it out.
express anything. I think they call it
Okay. Okay.
anhedonia, but you have an
Calm
extreme
down.
case of it.
Breathe. Breathe. Okay. Are you calm? Good boy. Now I'm going to ask a question again since you're done with all the ranting that nobody really listens to it. So the thing is, my question to you is, do you believe that in order for a y x to be y, it needed to a condition for that to exist? It's a very simple question.
It is the most incomprehensible question. In order for X to be
Okay.
Y, there has to be a starting point. Fucking brilliant. What did
I
any
can
of
I
that
can
mean?
make it simple for you. Do you believe that, for example, in order for your parents to be needed to be a process of reproduction continuously?
I already answered this question. The universe begins from Big Bang truth energy. That is the starting point for everything.
Okay, now explain what is a Big Bang truth energy.
You
Try
mean
to make
you mean explain it like your brilliant explanation for what your creator is, what its properties are, what energy was in that case, and what the starting line was? You're
explain truth
actually
energy.
going to ask me to specify things when you have failed to do any of that this entire time. You
Explain
you
truth
actually
energy.
want to do that.
Explain truth energy.
Explain truth energy. It is energy that possesses truthness.
Okay.
Like literally
You
everybody
see
knows
the
this.
okay. Do you see the fallacy behind that? It's the same thing that I say
It's
that.
odd that you can't see that this is what you do. I held up a mirror and you looked in the mirror and you said to the mirror, "Chat, what is that?" It's you.
Oh, completely. But listen,
Yes.
I want to repeat myself because I needed to repeat
Oh
myself many
God.
times because you're not very coherent, you're not very smart either. So I'm trying to make it easy for you to
Says the
say,
guy that can't explain what
okay,
any of the things he
okay,
believes in are.
okay,
The
calm down, repeat
creator is
yourself.
a creator. The energy is energy. The God is God.
Breathe,
The starting
breathe,
point is the starting point. That's all
breathe,
we've gotten out of you.
breathe. Good boy. Don't your face becomes red and you should calm down. Look. So,
That's, my
so
face really hasn't changed. When I was
okay,
laughing at you earlier, it did.
completely, yeah,
That's kind of
completely. So,
normal.
yeah, completely. So here's the question: in order for something to exist, it must have a condition. I'm gonna ask you a new
Yeah,
question
the
since
Big
you
Bang
didn't
is the
answer.
condition.
Okay.
I've answered this three
What?
times. So,
No, no, you didn't. You're
no,
running
yeah,
away
I
from that.
did. I told you that the Big Bang is the condition that makes the universe exist. I've said it literally
Completely,
3 or 4 times.
completely. But in your head, maybe, but it's okay.
Completely.
No problem. In your head, maybe, but it's okay. So here's the thing: is in order for the Big Bang to exist, do you think that it's always been, or does it need a condition for the Big Bang to exist?
The Big Bang condition for
Yes.
the Big Bang
Yeah.
is not a, it's not a, like condition for Big Bang doesn't even apply. The
Oh,
Big Bang
really?
is
So
what
it's
makes the universe exist.
so what caused that effect? What caused that motion?
Nothing. It's
So
uncaused.
it's uncaused.
Yes.
So something that is uncaused came to be without no motion, no energy. It just came to be like that. That's
So to
what I
be
meant.
clear, you think that that's a stupid idea?
No, I don't think anything. I'm asking you
So why are you asking me this? Are you trying to find a chink
because
in the argument? Do
no,
you
there's no
think that if
change there.
somebody invokes something that produces causality, or causality is a property of it because it changes, but it itself is
I
uncaused,
really
do
admire
you
the
think
fact.
that that is stupid?
I really admire the fact that you like to run away from questions. Just answer the question, buddy. Be waiting, please.
I got to tell you this. We've been talking for 24 minutes.
Yeah.
23 minutes ago, I saw where you were going, And so what I started doing 23
and you're
minutes
still
ago
here.
was
Still here.
arguing exactly what your position necessitates you adhere to. And this whole time you've been saying, God, everything that Peterson is saying is so fucking stupid. And you've been oblivious the whole time that this is what you believe in. You believe in an uncreated creator, don't you?
Let it out. Okay, you've done with the ranting? Because you do let it out.
You believe in an uncreated creator, don't you?
I'm going to ask you the question again because
Ma'am, you believe in an uncreated creator, don't you?
Excuse me, did you assume my gender?
Ma'am, you believe in an uncreated creator, don't you?
Did you assume my gender? You assume.
Ma'am, do you believe in an uncreated creator?
Did you assume my gender?
Do you care? You don't seem like the kind of person that would care.
I'm sorry. Excuse me.
An insufferable, miserable peon like you doesn't seem like somebody who would care. So, do you believe in an uncreated creator?
Excuse me, did you assume my gender?
Yes. Do you believe in an uncreated creator?
Okay, but you don't assume my gender.
Do you believe in an uncreated creator?
Answer the question that I asked you before.
I did. Do you believe in an uncreated creator?
I just told you.
And the answer is?
Yeah, the answer before we even start talking.
What? Before we started talking, that's when you answered?
I told you from the very beginning.
You just said before we started talking.
Yeah, before you started making this ranting.
Oh, before I started talking. Okay, I thought you said we. So I don't know how I was supposed to know that you answered the question before we started talking, but maybe I misheard. That does happen from time to time.
So I'm gonna tell you again, but it's okay, but you're not very smart either, so it's okay. So what I'm trying to say is, in order for something to exist, it must, as a condition, that condition is the starting line. That's why, like, you can.
No, you don't believe that. That's the problem.
Yeah, that's not the problem.
No, it is a problem. It's called special. You literally believe in a contradiction. You believe that everything that exists has to have a starting point, right? And conditions that made it exist, correct?
Yes.
Does your God have those? Is your God subject to those?
No.
So you believe in a contradiction. Congratulations.
No.
You're fucking precious, dude. I don't know what to tell you.
And you're pretty funny too, man.
Not only that, but good looking and smart.